Do you get distracted when buying insurance? Insurance, and it doesn't matter what type of insurance you're talking about, exists for really one primary reason, and that is to protect you in the event of a catastrophic financial loss. So today we're going to talk a little bit about insuring the big picture and how it is pretty easy to get distracted by some of the bells and whistles and really unnecessary aspects of insurance policies. We're going to go over 5 basic types of insurance: health insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and disability insurance. First, health insurance. Now, this doesn't matter if you purchase your own plan individually or you have a plan through your employer. These rules are going to generally apply whenever you have the option of choosing between several different health insurance plans. Your health insurance number one job, out of everything else that you may or may not want it to do, is to protect you from hundreds and thousands of dollars of potential medical bills that lie around the corner unexpectedly. If you were to ever come across an accident or a serious medical condition, that's what you want your health insurance to do. That's what you want it to be the best at. You do not want your health insurance to be the best copay health insurance out there, because honestly, a copay for a minimal service such as a doctor's office visit is going to pale in comparison to the total financial cost versus when you look at serious medical procedures. Just talk to anybody that has run into a major medical emergency and they'll tell you that their out-of-pocket maximum is the most important thing that they will ever be concerned about now in regards to their health insurance. Life insurance. This is probably the most cut and dry of all the different types of insurance that you can possibly buy. You either have a policy that's going to pay X amount of dollars if you were to suddenly pass away, or you don't. There aren't really many bells and whistles to get hung up on when shopping for or looking to purchase life insurance. The biggest thing that is distracting when looking to purchase life insurance or not to purchase it is thinking that you have enough. I've discussed this before. If you think that your coverage through work is enough to provide for your family in the event of an untimely passing, then you really need to think again. Life insurance gives you one last chance to provide for your family during those critical years where your financial assistance would have been greatest. If you get that wrong, then your family is going to have a much more uncomfortable road ahead of them than they were if you were to have planned ahead properly and provided them with enough money to live a comfortable life. Obviously, I'm sure they would rather have you around, and I'm sure you'd rather be around, but again, in the event that you're not, this is what the big picture is all about. Protecting your family, not just for 1 year, not just for 2. Ask yourself this question: how long do you plan on being dead? My chances are it's going to be probably for a long time. Car insurance. We know we have to have it, but we're not always aware of why it's not just important to be insured, but not to be underinsured. Yeah, ensuring the physical value of your car is something that is going to be important to you and something that should be priority. However, that is truthfully not the greatest financial risk that you are insuring when you buy car insurance. Of course, having to replace an automobile is a significant cost and one that you need to protect yourself against, but the ultimate financial risk that car insurance is attempting to protect is the harm and damage that you can cause to others in the event of a serious accident. If your coverage isn't sufficient to cover the necessary medical expenses of that accident, you could find yourself being responsible for the remaining medical bills. And that could be a very, very large sum of money that you probably don't want to be saddled with for the rest of your life. Homeowners insurance. When you purchase a homeowner's policy, it's very apparent what the ultimate goal is. You have a house that's worth X amount of dollars, you buy a policy to protect that house worth X amount of dollars. You're covering the total cost to replace that home in the event that it would be destroyed by an unforeseen event. I mean, that's it. You know what's at stake. Your primary concern is protecting that structure. If something happens to it, then you know that you have it protected. Just look to this as a pretty good example as to how you should really treat other areas of insurance. Last but certainly not least, disability insurance. Now, this might be one of the most overlooked, underappreciated, just neglected types of insurance out there. We don't want to think about not being able to do something, but when it happens, we don't realize the large impact that it has on our lives, how far that ripples out into other areas of our lives. If you are disabled and aren't able to work, well, what's going to happen to all the bills? Who's going to pay the rent? Who's going to pay the mortgage That life insurance policy you bought isn't going to do you any good because you're still ticking. So there's a lot of different areas that you may not think about would be affected by even if it's a short-term or if it's a long-term disability, for you to properly provide and manage your finances. As far as the big picture is concerned with disability coverage, you either have it or you don't. Again, there's really no middle ground. This is another one of those things that you just need to not distract yourself from completely ignoring. It is important. So again, it's always important to keep in mind the primary reason that you're looking to insure anything, whether it's your health, your home, your life, or your car. The big picture really is protecting against that catastrophic financial loss that you would not be able to survive otherwise. Sure, copays are nice, low deductibles are awesome, multi-policy discounts are fantastic. They're not the whole story. They're not the driving force that led you to seek coverage in the first place, and it's always important to remember that. So as always, there is a blog post linked in the description of this video. Feel free to head on over to jingolainsurance.com to read on that a little bit further, get some more information. Or feel free to email me, joey@jingolainsurance.com, with any of your insurance questions. I'd be happy to answer those in any upcoming videos. So again, I'm Joey Jingola with Jingola Insurance Agency. Take it easy, everyone.